Hi everyone, I'm Jonna Rodriguez with Easter Seals of Greater Houston. I'm with the Bridging Apps program, and I'm broadcasting live to answer some of your questions. Today, I'm talking about an app called Venmo. We have this reviewed on our website. I'll make sure to get a link to it in the comments below. We're going to take a look as I demonstrate with an Apple device. We'll take a look on this iPhone here. I'll transition. I've got it in the App Store. I've typed in Venmo, Venmo. So that's Victor, Echo, November, Mike, Oscar. This is available on both Apple and Android devices. It's a free app, and there are a couple of paid services involved in here. Now, I have it download, so I've got the option here in blue that says open. I'm going to use these preview screens to demonstrate, as this app does show personal information. I'll make this large as it'll be better to take a look this way. I'm going to slide through some of these screens and just mention this app is great for making safe payments digitally. I'm going to switch my screen once more. Again, I'm demonstrating on a smartphone. This works on several smartphones. And what this allows you to do is add funds from either a card or your banking institution. That way you can digitally make payments. And a great example of where this is really useful, and one that they advertise, is, say for example, you split dinner with some friends and realize, oh man, I don't have cash to pitch in my portion if we're going to split it. This gives you a digital means to say, okay, are you on Venmo? I'm on Venmo. We can download it. We can all get on that. I'll send you my half, or my portion of the meal that we're splitting, or movie tickets, or whatever it is you might be splitting with someone. This is a great way to get a payment made to someone without having to have physical cash. This is a great digital option. I'll switch my screen back so we can take a look. And as this preview shows, the example we just spoke about, $25 was just sent and says, thanks for the pizza. You can see at the bottom of this screenshot, it also says Venmo balance is $84.50. Again, I'm using screenshots as this does show personal information. I've got a couple more to go to here. And something I wanted to mention shows up in this section. You can see there's a social media looking feed. Right now, this broadcast is being shared through Facebook Live, though you might be watching it on YouTube as well. With that, you know that having your wall on Facebook, for example, is a place where people can post different links and comments and such. This has a social part to it as well. So if we take a look again at this screen, you can see here that there's a couple of payments sent with a comment. For example, it says new kicks, and there's a little emoji of shoes. Under that, it says Alice Fitzgerald paid Zola for a wedding gift. And there's a couple of emojis there, a gift box, an engagement ring, and a bride emoji. Under that, Uber Eats says Caitlin Anderson paid Uber Eats for coffee. It is very common for people to use the emojis in there to say what they've made a payment for. You can also see it's very subtle in this screenshot, but for example, the Uber Eats example with coffee, just above that, there's a small globe icon. That's showing that it's a public post. You do have an option to decide whether what you're making a payment for is seen by no one, only you and the person you've sent the money to, if you'd like it to be public to contribute to the social part, or only to friends. And that's just your options on how public those posts are. I'm also going to share an example of a feature we really like about Venmo. On Apple devices, I'm going to demonstrate how to use Siri to just use my voice to make a payment. And I'll switch my screen right after I give the commands. I'm going to bring my Siri option up. Pay Shelby $10. Now it's given me a choice of what app I want to use. It's listening to me now, so she's going to be confused. But let's see if I can get her to understand Venmo. Got her a little bit confused there, so I'll bring that up once more. Send $10. Actually, I'll say it this way. Venmo $10 to Shelby. Photography. So we can see here now it's given me several options, which include public right under photography. It asked me what would I like to say in the note. That way Shelby knows why she's getting the $10. And it's given me the amount up there in the upper right. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this for now. And just remind you that that example allowed me to just use my voice for sending money to someone digitally. One more time, and this time I've got the sound on here. I'm not connected to the computer, so it won't show on screen, but let's get a little bit of sound in this. Venmo $10 to Shelby. Oh, get that off silent. Venmo $10 to Shelby.
Okay. What do you want the note to say?
Photography.
Here's your Venmo payment of $10 to Shelby Eisen. Do you want to send it?
No.
Okay, I won't send it.
Though I told her no, in my example, I was able to use Siri for voice command and just say, Venmo someone a certain amount of money. I can include why I'm sending them money, and I can choose if that is public, shared only between me and the person I'm sending money to, or if it's just between our friends. Again, everyone, that was Venmo. It's a free app available on Android and Apple devices. If you're using this and have enjoyed your experience or have had any issues, if you're using it with your voice, let us know how that's working for you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.